What is up, guys? Sam from the Buy Forever family back. Another war recap. This time we are in CWL Premier action. Final week regular, Final week of the regular season, and it was Valar Morghulis against Axeyousomethin. And as you can see, VM walking away with the victory, ending the season on a high note, 103 to 100. So an excellent war. We knew it was going to be a cracker of a war, and before I jump into the recap, I just wanted to give a shout out to the guys at AYS. Definitely have some history with some of the guys over there. In particular, I want to shout out my boy Fish, who was rocking his Town Hall 11 out in this one. So let's take a look at this one, the stats. We knew it was going to be a big time war. 5, 14, 16 breakdown this week. AYS going a little bit different. So they opted for the anti-3s this week. VM opting for the anti-2s, and you're going to see how it worked out. So AYS not getting any 11v11s. They threw 4 attempts at them, didn't pick up any. So excellent job to the 11 base builders this week. Anti-2s, but just enough to throw them off. A heartbreaker in this one goes out to Bomax with that 99%er there up top. But they did pick up 8 10v10s this week, and getting the 9s cleared at 62% and perfect, 6 for 6 on the dip. So they got all of the 10s taken care of. But in this one, it was all about VM's offensive performance this week. 3 for 8. 3 for 8, 11v11. Had the opportunity at the perfect war at the last minute. Didn't come down, and a shout out to my boy S. Jin picking up the 11v11 6-pack. We're going to see some of his work here momentarily. And then VM's 10s just going absolutely crazy again this week. 12 for 24. That's right, 50%, 10v10. Only needing 2 dips to get the 10s taken care of. And the 9s, as always, doing their job, handling things early in the war, setting the tone. 67% on the week for them. But let's hop into a couple of replays in this one. Now, I didn't want this to be a ridiculously long recap. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do 10s and 11s this one, and then I think I will try to get out a 9 video as well. So we're going to check out a few attacks in this one. So we're going to start actually up at the top. We're going to start at the 11v11 action. Might as well start it off with the big things. And we're going to start off with S. Jin going in, and S. Jin picking up the 11v11 6-pack, as I already mentioned. And he did them both with this Bow Witch strat that he has been rocking out with. So a line of giants, a line of witches in behind, and then you're going to see a line of bowlers. And you saw he got a little bit of quad quake action to open this base up and allow his troops to walk in, and you can see everything funneling its way in. And in just a second, I know we're going to see a rage spell. There we go. So everybody funneling their way in. Poison will go down for the CC. Warden ability. Beautiful. Look at how many troops that he caught there. Just huge value. And he's got to jump for the back end to get him into that Inferno compartment, or what looks like get him access to both Infernos. You can see he's got flanks on both sides, walking around, doing a very nice job, taking care of plenty. Last rage spell does go down, and you can see one Inferno is going down, and just a massive push to the back end here. And this was an extremely fast attack, under 2 minutes to get this maxed out 11 cleared. And flank walking down that 9 to 6 side, looks like it's starting to die out a bit, but he's got so much up, and the queen ability still in the bag. Gonna be no problem here. So we're gonna 2x through the finish on this one. But an excellent job to Jin picking up the 11v11 6-pack, and also taking over my war general responsibilities towards the end of this one. I had a couple of things come up, but S-Jin stepping up and getting that done. Next up, wanted to take a look at this hit from Morghulis, and want to shout out, obviously, Agent 33, coming up with an awesome plan. My boy Matt for running it first and getting a 99% time fail on one building, but Mach on the last second in war coming in and getting this cleaned up. So we've got a Skelly Donut at Town Hall 11. So the Skelly and the Rage went down. He got the Queen, you got the CC, and you got the Eagle. So huge value there. And then coming in with this Sui hero, so you can see the king, you can see a couple of wizards, and he's going to be wall breaking his way in. And the queen is going to actually be able to walk in here and pick up 1 air defense for him. So this was just an incredible opener here, just massive value. And then it's going to be the mass Lalo on the back end of this. So there's the queen ability, goes off, and now he's ready to start the Lalo. So here we go, coming in from 7 o'clock, loons all over the place. So there are 2 hounds coming in there. And Warden on air, obviously. And what do we got? This is like a Quattro Lalo, so like four hounds in this one, so big time tanking. But look at this beautiful pathing he's got. Now things get a little bit weird here. You can see those hounds going up to those ADs in the north side of the base, but so many loons up. This was just beautiful. He's got the pathing, he's got the haste spells. Just enough to get this done. You can see Queen actually survived, took out one of those ADs, and loons are making their way into the last air defense now. That Warden ability, huge, catching all of those loons, and he just has too much left on the board. 1 haste spell left in the bag. Doesn't need it, goes ahead and gets it down anyway just to finish this one up, and we'll 2x through the back end. But what a beautiful hit. And like I said, shout outs to both Agent 33 and Matt for getting that one done. Matt almost getting it done fresh, but shout out to Mock obviously as well for getting it cleaned up. So very, very nice job there. And now let's move down to a little bit of the 10v10 action. And there were quite a few Falcon hits. I've been through it. There were some Falcon hits. There were a lot of Lalo hits. So I saw, basically, it broke down. I'd say it's about 50-50 in this one. So about 50% Falcon, 50% Lalo, and then maybe one Bow Witch thrown in there as well. So trying to look for a little bit of variety, but it is what it is this war. VM doing a great job just with base recognition and getting things taken care of. But AM is going in on trick shots here, and he has got that Falcon working. And even more impressive was the fact that this one was a fresh 10v10. No 9 scout, no nothing. Just go in and get it done. And AM said, I'm the man, I can do it. I can do it. And here he goes. So he pops that queen ability early on the outside. You can see he's got the king walking the outside, rages up queen, and looks like that Inferno is on her. So she is going to go down. Yeah. So loses his queen actually pretty early in the raid, so very impressive that he's able to get this one taken care of, especially with that baby drag in the CC. He's got nothing to target it in the core there, but poison spell is down. Let's see, how is he going to get on here? So another rage is down. Needs to get that Inferno. Finally does go down to some of those bowlers. The healers are keeping up with everything. Got some interesting Valk splits here. Last heal spell goes down. And yeah, it's gonna get close. It's gonna get close, that's for sure. But he's got the hoggies. He's gonna just kind of bring them in, trickle them in wherever he sees that they are needed, and wherever there is some tanking going on. He's got that Tesla in the corner, up at 9 o'clock. Doesn't look like he's too worried about it. Drops the Skelly spell down just to tank for these hogs so they can get through these last couple of point defenses. And can we get that cannon? Can we get that cannon? Looks like yes, the cannon does go down. A couple of hogs left over. They're going to get over to that Tesla, get it taken care of, and AM is going to finish up that beautiful 10v10. So very nice Falcon on that one, despite losing the queen a little bit early, but an impressive hit nonetheless. Alright, moving down a couple of spots, and it's going to be MK Striker, and MK also another Falcon hit. So hopefully I didn't pick all Falcons. I don't believe the next 2 are. Maybe one of them is. Maybe one. I gotta look. Because I gotta give some love to the air. So some love to our air attackers. Still getting it done. Interesting, to I would say we started the season off, and 10 kind of got that interesting nerf with the Inferno change, and Queen Charge Hog hits were huge. And really since then, I haven't seen a whole lot of Queen Charge Hogs. I mean, I see it every once in a while, but much more likely to see these Falcon hits, much more likely to see some of these air hits coming in. So meta changing and constantly. Meta is changing constantly throughout the CWL season. So what have we got here? Things have gone all kinds of crazy in this one. But he's still got the Queen. He's still got those healers. Needs to get that first Inferno down. Looks like Queen is finally going to step up. And looks like the Valks and the Bowlers are going to get to the second Inferno very quickly. Where did his Queen just go to? Well, she like teleported over there to the outside. But last Rage spell does go down. And that should be enough to get us through this one. Still got the healers on everything. Once that bomb tower goes down, no more splash to really worry about here. And MK gonna pick up that 10v10. No back-end hoggies on this one. Got himself a little bit of cleanup down, but gets everything taken care of. So very nice job MK on that one. And we will see who is up next. Let's check it. Let's see. This is one. It's another Falcon. So we're gonna skip Krill Ronnie. Don't worry. We'll get you something one of these days. And by one of these days, I mean like in probably another video that'll come out on this war. All right. So we'll check out Robo Robbie, aka Agent, going in, doing it with the Queen Charge Lalo. So we'll end it on 2 Queen Charge Lalo. So first, checking out Agent here. He's got those 10 wall breakers. So he is looking to get deep into this base. Looks like he is going to get a huge charge here. So let's see, what do we got? Here comes a few wall breakers. Going to get this wall section opened up. Poison spell down for the CC King. Doing some tanking there to help out. And looks like he's going to charge 3 Expos and the heroes. And yeah, this is something only Agent 33 can do. Just coming, gets a second rage down for the Queen. There you can see 2 bows going down here. Where are these next set of wall breakers going to go in at? Or is he going to use them at all? Is he going to break the Queen out? Oh. Break the Queen out and let her walk around. Interesting. Oh, he's going to open it up so that the Queen can get into the enemy Queen. Yeah, so it'd be great if he had a little bit more funneling out there to get the Queen in. But it looks like those archers are going to draw aggro for the enemy Queen. She's going to go down, and then he should be ready to start this Lalo. There's one more rage spell for his Queen, but it looks like she will walk into Inferno range, I believe. But here we go. We've got the Lalo working in from 12 o'clock. Look at those haste spells coming in. That first Hound goes down extremely quickly. But no issues. Keeping everything hasted up. Another Hound coming in from the 3 o'clock area. More loons. And wow, he just charged this base without even any regard for those air defenses. Just said, I don't care. I'm just going to go get the Queen and, some air targeting defenses and not really even worry about the ADs. So one haste spell left. He will get that down here momentarily, get himself into that Inferno quickly. But yeah, this base just went down very fast after that charge. Wow, what a hit from Agent in this one. Beautiful job, and just smashes it. And I believe Agent picked up the 10v10 6-pack. So there were quite a few of those people, actually. Yeah, Agent down up the 10v10 6-pack. Let me get down to the next raid so we can get that started while I talk about this. And this one was absolutely insane as well. But let's see. Agent definitely with the 6-pack. Jethro with the 6-pack 10v10. And Steve with the 12-pack 10v10. And we are checking out one of Steve's hits right now. And this one was the funny one. This is a good one to end it in. So we're doing a Zap Quake to get that AD in the Inferno. And you can see Steve Maybe just not waiting for the Quake to finish or something. But he missed the Inferno, so this base was definitely hit once before. It was hit for 97%. Just a little bit of a time fail. But we did get the Inferno and that AD. Steve somehow missing the Inferno, but picks up the triple. So some nice adjustments that he made here a little bit earlier on the poison, getting this queen taken care of. He was able to, I believe, save his rage for the Lalo portion, whereas the previous hit needed the rage for the queen walk. But you can see that Witch did get out of the poison spell, so that is a little bit unfortunate. He's going to have to spend some time getting through that Witch here, but he's got the funneling, and look what the queen is going to do. She's going to keep walking down the wall here to this second air defense, and then she'll round the corner and eventually go down to the Inferno. But crazy value on the opener. And it didn't even get all of the value that he really wanted. So here comes the Lalo. So 2 Hounds coming in, and doesn't really have a lot of spells here for this Lalo portion. In fact, just the heal and just the rage. So he's got to be very, very patient here to get everything that he needs. And you can see the loons slowly working their way from defense to defense. But gets the heal down. He's got 1 Hound still up. It is just inside of Inferno range. That rage spell does go down, and that is going to push these loons very quickly through these wizard towers into this last Inferno. And this is where things started to slow down without any spells on the back end in the previous hit. But Steve goes in and just gets it done as only Steve can do. And you can see it gets real close there on that wizard tower, but keeps 1 loon up. And yeah, that'll do it. So huge work from Steve in this war, putting in the 10v10 12 packs, 6-packing on both of his accounts this war. And like I said, you know, only showing what, 4, so a third of the 10v10s this week. But an excellent job to the 10 team, just getting it smashed out. But that will do it, guys, for this one. I will probably try to get some other content out of this war because there is just so much great stuff. But don't want to make this recap too long. So hopefully you enjoyed the recap. I think this is going to be it for VM on the season in CWL Premier, finishing 5 and 6. But the 5 and 6 race was very tight this year to make that wild card spot. But we will find out what happens. But if this is it, then an excellent season to VM over, and all around really enjoyed playing this season with them and covering them. But hopefully you guys enjoyed the recap. Until next time, this is Sam. Peace out.
Tell me pretty lies, look me in the face, tell me that you love me, even if it's fake.